So hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you the NVS template which is on our SmowCode. As you know, we can open templates using projects, open ESP32 templates, and we can type NVS and we get the template right here. And that's what is opened up on my screen right now. And let's go through our flow and I'll explain you what each of the NVS node does. So what is NVS? NVS is a non-volatile storage, which is like a mini internal database on microcontrollers, like on our ESP32 as well. It stores data even after the device is powered off or reset. So it uses um, a namespace. So what is a namespace? So let's go through our flow first. So after the onStart node, we display opening the NVS and NVS is opened. So if we go into the configuration, you can see that we specify a namespace while opening the NVS. A namespace is like a particular folder or category that uses that groups related key value pairs together. So NVS uses key value pairs, which is similar to a dictionary and supports different types like integers, strings, etc. And so this is what the NVS open does. It's just gonna open a namespace called SmowCode and create a folder like that. And after that, we have the on interval node. One branch of it is just blinking our internal LED, and the second branch has our code to the NVS. So as you can see, we first display writing data to the NVS and then we write a key called SmowCode. If we go to the parameters to its configuration, we have the config, which specifies the namespace we are writing to. So we are writing to the namespace we created, which is SmowCode, and then we write the name of the key. So the name of our key is also SmowCode, and the data type of the values in that, you can choose it to be numbers, strings, or advanced. So advanced type, you have blob, integer, specific integers with their size value as well, and you can choose the blob length as well. So we are choosing strings, and we are gonna choose the string as the value graphical coding language. So it's gonna store it as SmowCode colon graphical coding language in our namespace, which is SmowCode. We're gonna write one more key, which is kbin4, which also has a data type of its value as string, and it's gonna have the value my network. So it's gonna be kbin4 colon my network, and if you see, we are writing it to the same namespace, which is SmowCode. Then this is writing to our NVS, and then we try to read the data from the NVS. So while reading, we just give the key, and when we give the key and data type, it gives us the returned value for the key. So it returns several outputs, as you see, but it depends on which output your key value holds. So in this case, we have strings, so it's gonna return the output text right here. So if you see in the next node, we have displayed read data 1 as text 1. Then we read the value under kbin4, and that's going to return text 2 as it's a string as well. So we print out read data 2 text 2. So this is going to be printed on serial monitor. Then this is finding a NVS key. So what the finding a NVS key does basically is it's gonna find the type of the key, the value which the key holds. So here it holds a string value, so that it's gonna print out the type of that, and it's not gonna print out string. We'll see what it prints out, and I'll explain it to you when we see it on a serial monitor. Then we have erasing a key or all entries, we display that, and then we erase the key SmowCode at first, and then we erase everything which is in our NVS namespace. So if you go to the properties, once again, you have the config. You need to choose which namespace you are erasing, and we are just going to keep it simple and erase everything which is in the SmowCode namespace, which we created in the start of the program. And then we display getting NVS storage statistics, and then we get the NVS statistics for a part name, which is the partition name, called NVS. So what this give statistics does is it gives the statistics for the entire NVS partition. So an NVS partition is a dedicated section of flash memory where the key value pairs are stored persistently using the NVS system. So it's gonna give us various statistics, as you can see, what such as used entries, free entries, available entries, total entries, and the namespace count. So that's all in our partition named NVS. If you go right here, you will also be able to see a partition table. If I open this right here, and this is our partition table, so we are going to get the data types, get the statistics for the NVS in our partition table, and that's going to display on our serial monitor, and then we display NVS library ran successfully. So let's upload our code to our ESP32 and see the output. So as you can see, our flashing is successful. Let's go to our serial monitor. Let's connect it to our ESP32. So as you can see, the on interval node is doing running it after every 1 second. So let's disconnect it so we can see the outputs. So as you can see, our program iteration starts right here, writing data to NVS, and it writes SmowCode and the key SmowCode and kbin4 and values to it, and we can verify that while reading. So once we print out the read data one, so it prints out graphical coding language, which is the value for the key SmowCode, and my network, which is the value for the key kbin4. So after that, we find an NVS key, and you can see right here it displays key found SmowCode type 33, and we display type 33 as well. So what this type 33 basically is we are seeing that because it comes from an internal enum used in ESP32's IDF's NVS to represent a data type stored under a key. So type 33 is basically for a string. So NVS, the enum under NVS stores it as 33. Any string is stored as 33, and there are different values for different types. So that's why we are seeing 33 right here. Then we display erasing a key or all entries, and we can see the successfully erased a key SmowCode, and then we successfully erase the whole namespace. So after that, we get the NVS storage statistics, and you can see before we even display the used entries and the free entries, it shows us the stats. So used entries 1, free entries 755, total entries was 756, and available entries 629. The namespace count is 1. And after that, we can verify that the used entries and the free entries are similar to what was displayed internally in our NVS get statistics node. And then we display the NVS library ran successfully. So this is how you use NVS and all the NVS nodes on SmowCode. NVS is super useful as I told you, that it stores data even after the device is powered off or reset. So if there's some important data that needs to be stored in our ESP32, then it can be stored and it won't get erased if a power off or reset occurs. So yeah, that's how you use NVS in SmowCode.